Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon from wherever you're joining me. Thanks so much for your time. And we're going to dive straight in to chapter 34 of the Tanya Likutei Amarim. So to recap the previous chapter, there are two categories of love of God, namely Ahavat Rabbah and Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Rabbah is granted from above when an individual merits it, and Ahavat Olam is the result of an intense and sustained meditation on the greatness of God. These two categories are subdivided into limited gradations in accordance with each individual's spiritual capacity. The Holy Zohar writes on the verse in Proverbs 31:23, more commonly known as Eish Chayil, her husband is known in the gates, refers to Hashem as Israel's husband, who makes himself known and attaches himself to everyone according to the extent to which one measures in one's heart. Therefore, fear and love are called the secret things known to the Lord our God, for people cannot know the varying degree of love of God harbored in the hearts of others. The actions of the Torah mitzvot are all the same as in the greatest and smallest Jews, both but on the same tefillin. The difference is the fear and love which vary depending on the knowledge of the individual. I explained earlier in chapter 42, yet there is one single and unique love which incorporates something of all the distinctions and gradations of both Ahavat Rabbah and Ahavat Olam, and is found equally in every Jewish soul as an inheritance from our patriarchs. So do I long and yearn to draw within me the infinite light of the best Ein Sof, the infinite one, the life of true life, through engaging in the study of Torah when I awaken during the night from my sleep. For the Torah and the Holy Best here are one and the same. Thus, the individual's love of God will encourage him in his Torah study, since he realizes that this will enable him to draw down the infinite light of the Ein Sof and become united with God. So creation is created continuously. In his goodness, he renews each day continuously the work of creation. Torah too should be viewed every day as if it were new. So too, regarding the loving yearning for God brought about through the study of Torah, he should experience this just as one yearns and desires for the full restoration of his vitality, desire which is both revealed and powerful. Only the glow from Moses' soul is present in the soul of all Israel, in a manner of great obscurity and concealment, but to bring forth his hidden love from its latency and concealment to state of revelation, so that it will be manifest in his heart and mind, is not beyond reach, nor is it far off, but is very close to you in your mouth and your heart. That is to say, it should be habitual with his tongue and voice to arouse the intention of his heart and mind. For the sound of one's voice arouses the devout concentration of heart and mind, so as to immerse his thought in the life of life, the best answer, for he is literally our true Father and the source of our life, and to awaken our love of him like the love of a son for his father. The gratification he provides to God is akin by way of illustration used earlier to the joy of a king whose son returns to him after liberation from captivity. It is therefore possible for his tournaments to be elevated to the plane of Sephirot, the heavenly realms, just as if he fulfilled them with a love revealed in his heart. As explained in previous chapters, the love and fear that lead to performance of tournaments were to elevate into the supernal Sephirot. If the love and fear are natural, i.e. they do not result from contemplating God's greatness, but from the soul's natural resources, then the Torah mitzvot are elevated only as far as the world of Yitzira, the world of emotion. For since the level of natural love and fear of God belongs in that world, it follows that the Torah mitzvot performed as a result of that level will be elevated there as well. However, if the love and fear are intellectual, created by one's reflection of God's greatness, then the Torah mitzvot performed as a result of this contemplation will be elevated to the Sephirah of the world of Berea, the world where the Sephirah of Bina understanding is preeminent. The Alter Rebbe now goes on to say that although the two above mentioned loves, my soul and like a son, are naturally found in the Jewish soul, deriving as they do from the patriarchs, still, when they are in a revealed state in one's heart, they are able to elevate the Torah mitzvot that result from them to the world of Berea. Only when natural love remains concealed in the mind, it is restricted to elevating the Torah mitzvah no higher than Yitzira. When, however, it is in a revealed state, they are elevated to the world of Berea. For while it is true that these laws are natural, in order for them to be revealed, there must be a profound contemplation on the theme of God as our true Father and source of life. Such contemplation gives this natural love the additional qualitative trait achieved by intellectual love, so that the Torah mitzvot which result from this love are elevated to the world of Berea, the world of knowledge. Since the contemplation of godliness is related to the world of Berea, the world which is illuminated by being of its Tzilut, it follows that the various forms of love which are revealed to such contemplation have their place in that world as well. And it is there that they elevate one's Torah mitzvah. The Alter Rebbe now goes on to say that the two kinds of love, my soul and like a son, not only have the quality of also contemplation, but they also have the quality of Abba, of Rabba, the love that is generated from them, for they too are granted from in as much as Jews inherit them from the patriarchs as explained earlier. Since these two kinds of love possess all these qualities, it would seem that they should suffice, and love born wholly of intellect is superfluous. Nevertheless, the Alter Rebbe concludes that a Jew should also strive to attain the love that results wholly from contemplating God's greatness, because of the reason he will soon give. Thus, there is a special quality and purpose in contemplation that leads to love itself. Contemplation of God's greatness is exercised to a much greater degree in the love that is created from contemplation that is found in the love that is merely revealed through contemplation. And this is in this case in the two aforementioned kinds of love. In order to merely reveal the love of my soul by contemplating how God is the true source of life, and to reveal the love like a son by contemplating how God is our true Father, one's meditation need not be exceedingly profound. A much deeper understanding, more profound mode of meditation is necessary to create a love of God based solely on intellectual comprehension. As a result of divine intention that they may know Him, created being come to know godliness, is realized to a much greater extent through holy contemplative love. This is the additional reason why the kinds of love inherent in patience do not suffice, and it's necessary to exert oneself to attain a love of God instead of the time of contemplating His greatness. So, in conclusion, even though the love is natural from father to a son and from the patriarchs, it's saying that a person needs to invest and meditate on the natural love and greatness of God in order to fully experience His love. I hope this made sense, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave in the chat, and please feel free to subscribe. All the best. Bye.